one lap at a time. 24 hours to climb. Shaun setting fuel, Ameer's checking tires. I'm just here trying to tame the fire. Not real cars, tell that to my hands. Shaking like I'm on the grid at Le Mans. Breathe in, one blink, countdown's on. Been training all week, now the doubt is gone. Shaun's on stints, 1 and 3's ice cold mine. Ameer's taking night shift, third eye blind. I'm just watching the split, my heart in the loop. This ain't just pixels, this is my truth. Pits map tight, strat set clean, but you can't script chaos in a 24 dream.
No break to the soul, no pause when it hurts. You either die at the wheel or you live in the dirt. Don't close your eyes, the storm has begun. Hold on tight, here comes the ride.
This is the moment, this is the fight. Whoa. One shot, one chance, one endless night. Shaun on the left and Ameer on the line. We bleed through the ring just to cross that sign. No fear, no breaks, no giving in. We were born to burn, we were built to win.
So light it up and trust the climb. We're chasing glory, one lap at a time.
Green flag drops, we launch like rage. Lunging in tight on turn 3 stage. Traffic in chaos, break like rain. Half a second wide and you kiss the pain. But Shaun's like steel cold calculated. Slips through gaps like time's been faded. Ameer calls fuel, voice clear in the dark while I'm battling thoughts in a high-speed pole. My wrist cramps, I clench, shoulders gone stiff, but I ain't quitting now, nah, I live for this shift. This is the pressure, this is the grind. One shot, one road, one chance. Yo, this wheel's my weapon, this chair's my stage. Shaun's at the wheel and Ameer's uncaged. We don't sleep, we reload, refocus. Every last truth, every corner's opus. Pit crew blood, adrenaline drip. Reset my soul with every grip. Don't need fame, don't want fake cheers. I race through fire, I face my fears.
Don't you break when the silence grows. Don't you blink when the red light goes. You better lose yourself in the light of the zone. One chance to rise, one line to own. The ring, the rush, the world you know. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home.
Can't pause this pain, can't mute my name. I don't play for fun, I race through flame. Disconnected, now I'm mind dialed in. While they scroll feeds, I go for the win. This ain't fake, this ain't pretend. It's me plus my brothers, lap to the end. Got fuel in my blood, I burn through doubt. And if I crash, I'll crawl it out.
Don't let go, let the engine cry. Even ghosts can learn to fly. You better lose yourself in the moment alone. Every lap you run carves you in stone. One crew, one fight, one path unknown. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home. They won't see the sweat inside your soul, but this is your road, your rig, your control. So light it up, don't fade away. This is your legacy, this is your race. You better lose yourself in the rhythm and roar. This is your fire, you are so much more. Shaun and Ameer, we were born to drive. We don't just race, we come alive. So light the night and claim your throne. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home. You always belong here.
Good morning, happy Friday. Welcome to the train wreck. Oh, we'll get to that in just a moment. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Pitstop. I'm Sean Cole. That's my good buddy Ameer Assad. Ameer, let's start on a positive note. How are you doing today?
Sure. I am doing good. I'm doing better. I felt kind of down the past 2 days, kind of sick. Today feeling better. It's the weekend. It's Friday. Got to get some AC rally in yesterday. Got to do some road racing practice in. Working on interview video, talking to people. Yeah, it's been a hectic week trying to cram everything in.
I get it. All right.
Oh, it says I am low.
Ameer's low? Let me see.
Yes. And you are loud.
I'm loud. Well, okay, here, let's turn me down a little. Loud. All right, and Ameer's low.
Low. Talking.
All right, there we go.
Words are coming out of my mouth.
I think we got this balanced. I think we're there.
All right.
Audio is just part of the story of what's going on. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always, I hate being a bummer. I hate being a pill. I hate being Debbie Downer. Rough few days for me. It started with like a neighbor of mine who's a gamer. I'm still loud. Am I still loud? Test. I'll turn me down just a touch more. Anyway, a neighbor of mine is a gamer and likes racing games, and he actually is a huge fan of like NASCAR, and he plays on a console. So NASCAR 25 came out like a month ago, and he was like, "Are you going to get it?" I'm like, "It doesn't come out on a PC." Anyway, on Wednesday, I think it was, he was like, "Hey, did you get it?" And I'm like, "Oh, not yet, but I'm gonna," because, it was like, cool, we'll be able to race against each other. And so I got it. And, as much as I love my AccuForce wheel, I have to say it's usually like a little slow to react to new games coming out, They're just not like a corporate powerhouse like a Moza Racing, right?
Right.
And so anyway, I was having trouble getting things mapped, and it was like, okay, that's not going to work. Okay, forget it. I'll come back to that title. Anyway, and then yesterday was AC Rally Day, and kind of went through the same experience. So yesterday, my plan was to go live with some AC Rally.
Right.
And I was gonna just hammer on it and play on it because I'm very excited about this title. And first things that happened was I didn't realize it was its own game release. So I'm sitting there on the Steam page for Assetto Corsa. refresh. Where is it? And then Callum P.S. Deadman actually gifted me the game, and he's like, "Here you go." And then I realized, oh, it's its own game on its own. I don't know where I was on that. I just assumed it was going to be on Assetto Corsa. So anyway, that had me delayed on
Good
getting.
job, buddy.
Yeah. Well, simultaneous to that, we had the first big rainstorm of the year yesterday. Well, the night before last is when it came in. And I mean, like, heavy rain. So we had a little bit of rain this year, but this was like heavy rain. It's like, So not only did my brother, who's the manager of the property, get calls for multiple different leaks in buildings.
Right.
Well, we are one of them. So there's an overhang where, like, the upper story overlaps our patio. And right at the corner where it joins the building, the flashing failed. And all the water was, like, coming, like, off that upper section into that, and then just coming right in our sliding glass door. And so the whole living room got flooded. Now, luckily, it got flooded from the bottom up, which means it didn't just pour water all over my couch, for example. So for the most part, other than like the legs of a couple of pieces of furniture, it was fine because it was just like this much water, but it was a lot of this much water. So I am like, I want to go live on the game, but I got to get this obviously dealt with. I got my dog freaking out, not knowing what to do, not helping, and wanting to help, but not helping. And then I'm having controller issues, and I'm getting frustrated with that, and I'm like trying to look for information on how to get it working, and it was not working well. And then I had people coming to work on the house. Then I have to deal with the dog. They were delayed. It took forever. And then I finally get to the second rig and get Rally fired up. And it worked. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do this.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that this was my racing machine. I had switched computers finally. I've talked about this. Like, when Built PCs got me a new racing machine, it meant that I got to rotate my whole fleet of computers, right? And so what was my primary is now my secondary, and what was now previously my secondary is now my third, and so on, right? Well, I did that swap this week because I wanted to be racing at a higher level on this machine, and because we have some other big things going on here in the studio too with both rigs. But anyway, long story short, I had none of the assets for streaming racing. So, like, I couldn't even make a thumbnail because I didn't have Paint Shop Pro, which, okay, everyone, don't clown me, but I still use Paint Shop Pro. But I was like, I don't know where my Paint Shop Pro disc is. It could take me hours to find it. All right, fine, I'll learn Adobe Photoshop. But then I didn't have the other assets I needed. And anyway, I'm amazed that we have a show here right now because I didn't have OBS on this computer. I didn't have it working with, I didn't know if it would work with YouTube. And in a panic that started at 4 o'clock, well, started yesterday, but it restarted at 4 o'clock this morning, trying to get the show together. So, number one, please don't anyone mention any of the things that would require secondary assets. So no donations, because I don't have my Borat. No talk about tires winning races or how you say fanatic. And I can't mispronounce any words because I don't have a disclaimer. We're lucky that we have 2 microphones that took a while to balance. We're lucky that we have 2 cameras, and I don't even have my lighting on because I had to steal from the wrong power cord. Anyway, oh man, that's about half of what I've been through. That was a very abbreviated version. But I'm here. I did get to see NASCAR 25 and play. I turned a few laps at Bristol. I turned a few laps at Michigan.
Right.
And
Michigan. All right.
You know, I didn't get it dialed in or any of that stuff, but I can tell you, people are going to enjoy that game. Simcade. Simcade all the way. Game to Simcade range. I mean, I just leaned on the AI into the wall. I drove the Sega line. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to take a break on donate, or I'll have to do something. I'll have to do something live. I don't have a mankini, but we'll do something.
Shaun will flail around with his arms up.
Yeah, I'll give you some jazz fingers.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, Sam, so true. We're about to get dialed in though. This was a big deal. So even though changing computers created heartache,
right?
It was one of those things. At some point, you got to pull the trigger, right? There is no good time. I've learned that about this. There is no good time. I was not in the middle of a slam edit because that's the other thing. That's my editing computer, which is another reason I wanted to upgrade. But now that these 2 computers are going to get settled in, we will have gotten rid of a computer from our rotation entirely. So now we're just running a 2-computer system like normal people. And that's awesome. Space, heat, electricity. Yeah. Depending on the size of the donation, I mean, now the camera's only from here up. I can go full Monty. I don't know if, you guys want to see my man boobs.
Nah, I think you need to keep them tucked in, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah. Go to my
we
OF.
can just do jazz hands. There you go.
Simpit OF page.
That's about it.
All right. I don't know if that was my rant because I think there are other things I have to rant about later.
I mean, I've got my my rant already locked and loaded for when we're ready to talk about it.
All right, so, well,
we're good.
It's cool because I did. That was the other thing. When and forgive me. I mean, I have excuses. That's what I hate. I'm making excuses. You know what? The real story is, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't prepare properly for the show. So we're a little short on news. I'm a little short on some of the graphical elements that would normally happen. Our audio balance was out of whack. F the excuses. That's life, right? Life gets in the way. We are to conquer those
Just
things.
own it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to own it. You know what? I did not prepare as I should have. I know when the show happens, and I beg for forgiveness. So with that said, we don't have a lot of news, but we do have at least 2 more rants to go. We need a rant counter here. Oh, I noticed, like, chat element is not on the screen. I just noticed, right? No one has to tell me. And I think our screens are huge, and I'm covering up all the news, so there's some work to be done. I'm a little short, full stop. You know what? I used to be a little short, but I was thinking this the other day. I think I've shrunk like a half an inch.
Is it, your spine compression?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
You got to get one of those bars that you put on your door that you can hang from upside down.
I got to do so much. That's one. That's one of so many things that I need to do.
I know if it's going to be your first time doing it, you're probably not going to be able to get off of it either. So you're going to be stuck there until Greg gets home for dinner.
Greg, I'm so glad you're home.
You're going to be passed out. Max is trying to lick your face, and you're like,
So, all right. I want to get on to the stories that we do have, because I'm not going to... no more excuse. I have a couple packages I have to prepare. Ameer and I, we mentioned a few shows ago that there was a product that we rejected, right? We have a standard. Like, if we're having an issue with something, rather than bash it, rather than trash it on the show or rake it over the coals, sometimes it seems more appropriate to just not feature that product. And so anyway, I'm not going to name names. That's the whole point of what we're saying here. But yeah, I have a package that's being picked up today. And yeah, but they keep showing up unexpectedly, so I don't know when. All of a sudden there's a knock at the door, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't even know you were coming. Hold on. So anyway, yeah, today's not a fun day either. So I want to get this show over with in the best of ways. I mean that in the best of ways, everybody. So not a lot at the Simpit this week, unfortunately. I mean, we had some live production with the Simpit Road Racing Series last Sunday. We'll get to the results at the end of the show if I can find them. And
a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, it was a busy week for sure. Also, I want to feature once again, because Ameer keeps updating it, but our Black Friday page at thesimpit.com keeps expanding. In fact, you added things literally like during the last show, and then immediately followed
more like today.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a Black Friday deal, definitely head over to thesimpit.com. And it's very prominent. You'll see it at the top of the page right there, the first heading, Black Friday 2025. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Ameer, for collecting that and getting all that.
Yeah, man.
And
yeah, I figured there's so many stores that are out there, and it's, people are trying to find people are probably trying to find the best deals that they can, and and there are stores out there that probably people have never even heard of. So I'm just going through, finding as many deals as I can, trying to upload it. Some of the links are affiliate links, so disclaimer. If you buy something from there, click on it, we will get a kickback. But again, a lot of these stores we don't have affiliates with. I'm just trying to provide a one-stop shop, as many resources as I can for everybody to get the best deal that they can on sim racing gear.
Yeah. Skeets, that's the one thing I'll say. Black Friday deals going back a decade used to really mean something. And nowadays, a Black Friday deal might be somewhere between 5 and 20%. You might, or maybe if it's something they're literally trying to get rid of, they have an abundance of, then maybe you'll see some of the old school deals that it would be, 40, 50% off. But I remember, back in the day, people would wait, 24 hours out front of the store to get in because the deals were so amazing. I think that online shopping ruined Black Friday deals because it became so everyday, so normal that everyone did it, that they then all started reducing the numbers each year. So what was maybe 25% last year is 20% this year. And my expectation is, the pessimist on economy that I am, that it'll be 15% the following year. So, anyway, the deals that are there that we know of are there. And at some point, almost every piece of software will be on some kind of sale as well.
Yeah. Oh, Star Fox. Yeah, 100%, dude. I am a penny pincher. If something's not on sale, I rarely ever buy it. I always wait till something's on sale. That's why, like, on my Amazon, I've got like notifications set up to give me like, ooh, this is on sale. Okay, now I'll buy it. But I rarely ever buy anything that's not on sale.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Unless it's on, like, I have to have it.
Yeah, exactly. Like this bad boy that I've got next to me.
What do you got?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, I knew you were going to show that. I knew you were going to show that. Just rubbing it in my face.
You'll get yours in a week or so for you to review, but this one's like mine.
I was just gonna say, ooh, I gotta really, I'll get mine.
I gotta rub it in, ha ha ha. Dude, I love this rim. Oh my gosh, it is such an amazing rim, man. It's got like freaking my favorite feature of it. It's got contactless dual clutches.
Yeah. What does that mean?
So it means there's no wires for the dual clutches. Like, I don't know how well people will be able to see it. Like up top is right here is the dual clutch. All I had to do was just this assembly right here. I just had to screw it on, but there's like a magnet, and I guess there's a sensor.
Oh, I see, because it's like an add-on.
Yeah, it's an add-on. So the sensor will read how close the magnet is, but there's no wires, no nothing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Super clicky, dude. I love this. It's Porsche, so I had to have it.
Well, and it's like so authentic. You know,
it is. It's the same. I mean, other than what's inside, the shell, the shifters, everything is what you get in the upcoming Porsche Cup car. Like this is the wheel that for the 2026 Porsche Cup car. It's not even like actually out. Like that car's not even racing just yet.
Yeah, and I get one to review. You are gonna sit on that one. I'm trying to work on reading. I couldn't read the chat the way I had things set up here. Again, yeah, it's a little chopped together here. All right, Assetto Corsa Rally.
Well, we forgot something.
What?
We forgot to say hellos.
Oh, okay.
We got to say hellos, man. We got to greet everybody. We got to say hi.
Why don't you get it going then?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to scroll all the way back to the top. All right. So we got Tim Spatial Dragon. Hello, buddy. Caitlin. Hello. We got Callum, PS4 Dead Man. Mr. Riot over here. We got Skeets. Hello, Skeets. Who else got? Terje. Hello, Terje. How are you doing, buddy? Who else? We got Star Fox. Mr. Comic right here. Michael Nielsen. Hello, buddy. Brian Ostrike. Happy Friday, buddy. We got I Am Marshall. Hello. Going through. We got Sam Hinchy, our Captain Sim Racing Endurance Team Manager. Tom Jones. Hello, buddy. We got Kyle S. How's it going, man? Hello. Who else? I hope I'm not missing anybody else. And Marius. Hello, Marius. Hello. That is everybody.
And George Sandman.
George Sandman, is he here?
Yeah, George, were your ears burning? Because it's ironic that you should walk in. I actually have something.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I have something on the way to me for you. Just so you know, I just. Oh, Joe is here. Joe made it.
Joe!
Sliding in on the late. All right. Well, good morning, everybody out there in sim racing land. Again, if you're joining late, you'll notice things are a little out of whack today. I gave a whole thing at the beginning about. I'm sorry because I didn't prepare for the show in time, so forgive me. That's the nutshell. As I'm falling on the sword. All right, Assetto Corsa Rally. I'm so excited about this title. Assetto Corsa Rally. So, Assetto Corsa is the driving engine. They do a complete rally mod. I believe it's a third-party group that put it together under the name.
It's a different company. Yep.
Yeah, so... but Assetto Corsa Rally, and this is to an extent in early access, so a limited amount of content, but enough to definitely dip your toes in. It's not like a one-car, one-track thing. However, I found that, and this is a little disappointing. If I had more time, I'd have the full list here. It's in the Assetto Corsa Discord.
Yep.
But the list of controllers and hardware that is not working is the longest list I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And just for an example, oh gosh, that's another package that's going to be here today. I had a crazy day here at the Simpit, you guys. The Husingfeld V2 handbrake. Nice. And it's like, yeah, but if I got into Assetto Corsa Rally and I had a Husingfeld handbrake and it didn't work, I'd be like, what? So yeah, real long list. So my AccuForce didn't want to work. It's not even on its own. There's a ton of wheels that weren't working. So same scenario. I couldn't make it happen over there. And then it meant coming over here. So here's the problem that I have. And I understand that it was a third-party company that did the work behind it. But you are talking Kuno Simulazioni. You're talking about Assetto Corsa. Very seasoned, reputable names in the sim racing industry. And it seems a little amateur hour to release a title that and here's the other part that I really am sinking in on. This was a really well-kept secret. Like, no one even knew about this until, like, it hit an expo, and then there was talk about it, and then it's out. It's like they could have easily waited 2 or 3 more weeks and, knocked that list down a lot.
Yeah, I've got a counterpoint.
Okay.
I think...
Counterpoint on the
My
Simpit.
counterpoint is it's an early access title. Like, essentially it's still beta for the most part.
But
that's what we're calling beta nowadays. We're not calling beta anymore. We're calling it early access. So,
well, then I have a plea to the sim racing industry.
all right.
If it's a driving game, you know what I need before I even need awesome graphics and physics and sounds? I need controller support. It's a freaking racing game.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that'd be like making Microsoft Word without keyboard support. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, that was a very extreme analogy, but...
Yeah, I saw people's comments, and we had a couple people in Discord, like me. I think there was me, Joa, Callum, David Payne, and then a couple others were in the chat talking about it yesterday. The list is super long, and I think... for example, there's a whole list of Arduino stuff that doesn't work. I mean, I was running my Rally Rim, and that's kind of an Arduino. It's Arduino based. It worked. My button box is Arduino, and it worked. So I don't know, how much of it is actually the problem of the company itself didn't implement, those controllers in to work, or how much of it is just user error per se, because I know I was reading some people where they went back and deleted some of their device registries and reinstalled, everything just worked. And again, I'm not trying to discount AC Rally kind of dropping the ball when it comes to the controller devices and everything like that, but it just makes me wonder how much of it is it from the company, how much of it is it user error?
Right. Okay.
The list is
wow,
long,
the list is long, and it's
Discord.
on their own Discord.
Nah, it is. I mean, again, for me, it's early access. I mean, they're giving people a chance to try it out to see how well it is. I mean, I've argued against early access. I'm not a big fan of early access. for titles. Like you should just go from alpha, beta, and then go into full release. Like there's no need for early access.
Sure.
I get it. They're trying to make capital so they can keep on developing the game, but I don't know. It's kind of a mixed thing for me where, I tend to treat companies like AC or like AC, like because these people are super passionate about their titles, versus another sim that we're going to be talking about later, where you can clearly see it's a complete cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and again, some of those differentiations, like alpha, beta, early access. It's like to an extent the lines have been blurred, right? So. I agree. I think it should. But now again, the minute you start putting money, here's the other thing. The minute you charge money, here's the problem.
Yeah.
If you do early access for $30, it still qualifies for the Steam return policy. I'm assuming
it does. It does. Yep. Any game that you can buy off Steam, no matter what state it is, you can return it within the time limit.
So if I'm just a dabbler, and I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. I'm echoing. Echo. Oh, my main cam. Yeah, why is that go? What the fuck? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Do I have to go back to doing push-ups for swearing?
I think you got to.
I mean, I don't have a push-up cam ready. We don't have anything going on. Yeah, I don't know why my main cam turned off. That should cure. That might have been why I was super duper loud earlier. It could have been double, or is the echo new somehow? Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
The problem for me is that if you disappoint people, they buy it. They're like, oh, this is cool, but my controller didn't work, so I didn't expire the time, but I better delete it before I can't get a refund.
Right.
And then they never come back to it. That's my fear about companies doing early access with certain needs not being met.
Right.
And maybe even if it's going to be an early access, I mean, maybe it should only be, one car, one track, so that they can control things. But again, that wouldn't help on controller support. Yeah. I don't know. I just, again, got to question the move, right? Is it work? Is it positive? Is it negative? How quick will they be to respond? I mean, again, if I play a rally game and my Husingveld brake doesn't work, that's kind of a bummer,
Well, yeah, I mean, the other thing for me is when I look at it, I explained as a sim racer, but now like when I look at it as, as a content creator, like if a game is in early access and I'm trying to do a video on it, am I like how can I do like an honest to goodness review on a title that I know is going to change when it comes out into full release? Like I could make this video right now, say, AC Rally, it's a great rally. It's, it reminds me of RBR, but it's got its issues. Okay, well that's the early access review. But then when it goes into, full release, well now, maybe they make it better. Maybe they make it even worse. Now I got to go back and talk about it all over again and give my take. Meanwhile, there's probably somebody, this, and we're talking like after release, somebody probably goes back and watches the early release video and they're like, ooh, this is not what I want. But then the game is completely different at release. So like now I've kind of given that person, I don't want to say wrong information, but probably not the most correct information because so many things have changed. And we've seen that with LMU, we've seen it with ACC when they were all early access. Like the game's changed so much that by the time they became full release, like it wasn't really what it was when it came out. So, yeah, I don't know. I find it hard to make a video about it because it is early access, especially there's not much content. There's still a lot of issues. And again, like I can't be harsh on them because it's still beta. And, if me not being harsh on it, will that affect how viewers look at the video and like, oh, okay, I'll get it, but then they realize like it's crap, and then, oh, this, you see this game is crap, and you see, there's been a bunch of people that refunded it, and they're like, oh, Amir's an idiot because he gave it good reviews, but this game sucks because my gear didn't work, right? Yeah, it's yeah, yeah.
Andres, you're right. You're right about that. A big reason why so many Black Friday deals are tighter. And I kind of hit upon this talking about how people waited in line because you'd buy a TV that was a $200 TV, you'd get it for a $99, right? So people would wait in line for a day for it. Online sales margins are much trimmer than brick and mortar margins, generally speaking. So when online retailers are they don't have as much profit built in because that's where the money's coming out. If they're giving you a sale, it's coming out of profit ultimately. And so if they have tight margins, it limits how much of a discount they can even provide. But because their pricing became so competitive, because they were already less expensive being an online retailer, it meant that the brick and mortar places had to react to the same pricing. And narrowing margins even more so. Anyway, it's a vicious cycle that unfortunately doesn't necessarily work in the benefit of the consumer. All right, I don't want to beat up. I mean, a lot of that rant there, a lot of what we talked about, by the way, I feel was like industry related and not necessarily pointing fingers directly at Kunos or AC Rally. The whole concept of early access is something that I'm still struggling with myself. There have been a lot of games that lost me in early access, games that I was interested in, and then the early access was like just not a good experience for whatever reason. And so whether I might not have gotten the returns, but they might have only gotten early access money out of me, which meant no future DLC or expansions or full retail price. So that's what I always question.
No, I'm with you, but I mean, to get away from it, like I still think like AC Rally, we tried it. I really enjoyed it. It's a really good rally sim. It reminds me a lot of Richard Burns Rally. There are still some issues with it, like the force feedback on the tarmac is not up to par. The brakes can misbehave a bit, on depending on how you're driving, depending on your field of view, but. I mean, overall for early access, like I think it's a great sim. I mean, especially it's only $30. Like this, I know the price is going to go up at release. So like, hey, spend that $30. This is your Black Friday sale, kind of in a way. And when the game comes out for release, go back and enjoy it. Kind of like, what LMU, ACC, and all these other games are doing nowadays. Get it at a discount and then enjoy it later.
Yeah. Fair enough. And Joe, you're absolutely right. And funding, it costs a lot of money to make a game in today's day and age. The amount of people, the salaries of the people who do that kind of stuff, it's big money. I mean, look, what isn't Rockstar up to like $2 billion now? Now what I heard, now they're at like $2 billion for GTA 6. They're at $1 billion. Next thing I heard, they're at $2 billion. I also heard some scary numbers on what that game's going to cost. I heard the base game might be, and this is rumor, don't quote me on this, I heard it's going to be $180 for GTA 6. And that's the base game. And like there's going to be...
I don't think so.
That's what I heard, but I
don't think
that
so.
could be just people speculating on what they would need to... But maybe that's based on someone's like... What would they need to charge based on previous sales to recoup $2 billion?
Yeah.
So maybe it's that, like, maybe it isn't fact as much as math. But they need to drive money. And the other thing that both Callum and Joe have mentioned, in a lot of cases, so if it's a game that like, again, we talked about the pedigree. This is coming from Kunos. This is coming from Assetto Corsa. Big promises, big hopes, right? Well, cool. Well, you can get it for half the price, because if you hold out and wait, it's going to end up costing you $60. And that's, kind of like coming off of the old GoFundMe days, you're getting something in advance It's helping us, a developer, create a game. You know, I don't know if Kunos has the money to just develop titles or that other company that did it. You know, do you know the name? I don't remember the name of the other company that actually created it. Supernova Games.
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Supernova.
Yeah.
Supernova.
I think so. Yeah.
So, all right. That's it. I don't want to beat up on them. And from what I saw, it was spectacular. So I'm like, all right, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Here we are. I'm kind of gotten into rally, right? Been doing it a lot of seasons. So I'm all pumped up for a new rally game, right? We're all on the leading edge of sim racing news to an extent, right? And it's like, okay, so there we are downloading it within hours of its release, you know? The whole world isn't necessarily sitting on their edge of their seat waiting for a release date for it. And you know, so we're the ones that are also going to be the most critical, right? And so anyway, all right. I thought from what I saw, it was gorgeous though. I mean, tell me, was that not the most beautiful rally game you've ever seen? I mean... Oh,
dude, it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love...
Did you see the dude run out of the way? Yeah, like I'm driving and there's a guy in the middle of the road and he darts out of the way. I'm like, that was epic.
There's animals that will dart across the road. Like every once in a while, you'll get some sort of animal that will dart across the road in front of you too. And if you hit the people, or if you hit the, you know, I don't think you'll ever hit the animals, but if you hit the people, you get a time penalty. We were joking about it. It's like, no, that's not realistic. Like, if you hit that dude, he should come through the windshield, all blood and everything. Right?
10 more years, just 10 more years for that.
And we're like, oh, like this isn't Carmageddon, guys. Come on.
It'll be a Wreckfest.
Yeah. But no, I love how the track just feels alive with people taking pictures, the cameras. You know, the people are moving around on the track. Like, I really like that aspect of it. Like, you're actually feeling. They took that immersion to the next level in racing game. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So there's reason to be optimistic. That's for sure.
Yep.
All right. Next up, NASCAR 25. I know a lot of you guys don't care. I got to tell you, it was kind of cool. Oh, shoot. Let's mute that. That sounded loud to me.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it came out a month ago for the consoles, so it was the holdout was getting it on Steam for the PC, and it has arrived. And so yeah, now you can play, and it is cross-platform. So I'm actually going to be playing with a buddy of mine who's on a PS5. And yeah, anyway, I checked it out. It's funny. Mm-hmm. It makes you kind of like, how come iRacing looks so sucky visually? Like, why is it that iRacing is just still so... There's something about it that just, like, even as they've made it so much better, you know, with, like, HDR and all sorts of different visuals and shading and effects and lighting and stuff that they've done. But then you fire up NASCAR 25 and you're like, all right, man, now look at how exciting that looks, right? I just, like, yeah, I don't know. And it just kind of blew my mind. It's a again, I'm going to use the word gorgeous when referring to Sims. The graphics on this game are just like, wow, look at this. This is great. This is great. I enjoyed it. I mean, now, as a Sim guy, I'm sitting there leaning on the AI and just kind of pushing them around. I'm like, you know, I just like come out of nowhere and in the draft and wallop them and just like spin them out. I take the Sega line, I like to call it, where you just kind of keep it floored along the outer wall and let it go. I mean, I didn't get deep into settings or anything because I had the same problem I had with the Assetto Corsa Rally, by the way. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to work on the big rig. Didn't like the M booster pedal. It worked, but I had nothing going on. It registered the pedal's movement, but I had nothing going on. But like the same feeling you'd have if you were just sitting there in Windows. And then my steering wheel didn't want to work. So I had to come over here to the mule, and that's where I got it running, funny enough. Again, yesterday, over the last 2 days, I have played both AC Rally and NASCAR 25 with this wheel rim. But it meant I had a handbrake because I had the lower paddles, so I did have a handbrake working. All right. So yeah, NASCAR 25. Next up, this is a good time for me to take a swig of coffee because I'm going to hand it over to Ameer.
Oh, what did we? Oh, we talking about the game that we shall not mention?
I'm going to mention it real quick, and then I'm going to duck out of the way. All right. Next up,
yeah, get out of the firing range.
Next up, we have Rensport.
Oh my God, where do I even start? So, I don't know if you guys saw it. I've had so let's well, I guess let's go back further in time a little bit. I've had Rensport for over a year now. Every once in a while, I'll get in, I'll jump in, I'll dabble along with it, and see if anything's gotten better. And sure, yeah, okay. And then they announced early release. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna touch it anymore until early release. And we even I know Shaun and I, we were given different keys to have review copies. I'm like, well, I still have the early access. I don't need the review copy. So that's one thing, is I didn't even realize we have the early access keys. But then I saw a video by Basic Ollie. Basic Ollie was like, I couldn't be in this game for more than 2 minutes.
Lost the plot or something like that. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I'm like, it can't be that bad. And because I saw some other people, they made some reviews like, yeah, it's here, it's got some issues, but it could get better along the way. Dude, I lasted not even a minute in that title. That's how much I freaking despise that thing. So, most of my inputs, some of my inputs didn't work. I had to get those working. Had to redo the graphics, but hey, they got triple screen support, so that they got that in there, but it's not true triple screen support. It'll just stretch the image out like some of the other, other racing titles is. So that's like, WTF, guys, you've had like a whole year to do freaking triple screen support. How is it that AC Rally has proper triple screen support, but you guys can't freaking do that?
The reason we...
And then every time I'd get into the car, I'd go into cockpit view, and lo and behold, there's no cockpit to see. It just shows me front bumper cam. So I'd go rotate through all the cameras. All right, I get to cockpit, shows the cockpit. The minute I get out onto the track, the cockpit just completely disappears. Oh, dude, and it's just oh my God, the handling has gotten even worse than how it was in early access. I drove the M2, and around Monza, and I just could not. I barely finished one lap, and I'm like, no, I'm done with this. There is no way that this game can be called a full release title. It is still out beta, and I'm being generous if it's still being beta with the amount of stuff that it has. And then we were talking about, how they charge you for early access. They're already charging you microtransactions to buy freaking liveries, because you only get one livery, but you have to buy all the other liveries, which is in a way okay, cosmetics is an okay thing, as long as it doesn't interfere with the game. But you're telling me you've had over a year to fix all this bugs that you never did, but you had the time to sit here and create these liveries and freaking have the balls to charge people for these liveries. I'm not reviewing this. No, I will not touch this game anymore. I'm done with it. I'm not going to even make a video. I'll save my rant for the pit stop, and that is it. This game can flip over and die for all I care about. No. Anyways, there we go.
All right.
Over.
Wow. All right.
And back to you, Shaun.
Short, concise, and cutting at the knees. I dropped down and did 10. I figured you're ranting. I'm going to drop down and do my 10 push-ups.
Did you have to mute me so you didn't have to hear me?
No, I was listening to every word. I listened to the whole thing.
I don't know where he went.
What?
Is he still...
Oh, I'm sorry, Ameer. I'm sorry. I forgot you're on a different microphone. and I wasn't on camera for a moment either. That didn't help. No. I dropped down and did 10 push-ups while you were ranting.
Oh, okay. All right.
I saw Christian came in. Sorry, just bumped the mic. Christian came in. Good morning, Christian. And I thought, yeah, you know what? We are going to do that. So we're back on the when I swear, I owe you guys 10 push-ups. So We're gonna get rid of the man boobs, and we're gonna have a new swear jar, and it's called 10 push-ups. So I dropped and did 10. We're back in business on that.
And going back to it, like if there is anything that screams cash grab, it's this freaking title. I'm sorry, but no, like there is no way this thing should have been released on anything with the stuff there are still problems with it. No.
They got to make up for all the esport money they gave away.
Yeah, right. Like so, it's just mind-boggling to me that I'm not seeing, like I'm still seeing people somewhat supporting this title. Like, no, like I'm sorry if you support this title. I don't want to engage with you on that topic. Like, no, to me, you've lost so much respect if you think this is a proper racing title. I'm sorry.
Wow. Brutal. Let's see. Wait, there's something I wanted to address in the comments.
Right.
Oh, Skeets. Rennsport's not even in the top 100 in sales on Steam. Meanwhile, AC Rally was in the top 10.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I'll listen. I'm not a rally guy, and I had way more fun in AC Rally, crashing into the trees, breaking the car, than I did freaking trying to do one lap around Monza. That's how sad it is.
Rant Sport Esports. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. So there you go. Rennsport.
Dude, Star Fox, I will vote for Test Drive Solar Crown to be Game of the Year if that means we can erase Rennsport from existence.
Ouch. Very ouch. I paid him to say that, by the way. Some counter programming to the paid reviews you might have seen for Rennsport. I paid Ameer to say that. Just All right.
I don't think I've ever gotten this emotional before.
No, that was great. I loved it. I felt it.
Oof.
I did.
You felt it deep in your soul, right? Okay. I even deleted it from my computer. I'm like, nope, not even done with this. Nope.
Well, the only news out of iRacing this week is the iRacing Suzuka 1000 km. So what's that, 630 miles?
Yeah, this weekend for our guys are going to be in it.
Yeah, we got a team. Here, I got to pull up the list of drivers. Look at that car. Look at that beautiful. Who painted the BMW that we're looking at here?
Who? I wonder who.
Who did it? Tell me. Tell me who. You tell me who.
You're looking at him.
Whoa.
You're talking to him.
No way. You got talent.
A little bit.
You got mad painting skills. That car is going to be driven by Sam Hinchy, Johnny Alford, and Ola Sarnquist. And they are going to be showing off that M4 to the world tomorrow in the Suzuka.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sam said Sam, but I think maybe he meant Johnny was going to be streaming it.
I don't know. No, Sam said he was probably going to try to. He's not sure.
Sam talked in third person. He said Sam might have a stream going. Sam, if you're watching, be sure to put a link in the Discord so we can tune in if you are streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I gotta get chat back up. There we go. So anyway, cool. Nice looking paint though.
Appreciate it, buddy.
iRacing Arcade has a little more to show you. Sometimes you just need to send it. The AI remind them who the creator is. Some dirty driving.
Oh, I saw that video. I know a lot of people weren't big fans of iRacing Arcade. I enjoyed it. It's just a fun little title just to mess around in, just have a little bit of fun. And yeah.
See, a demo version rarely harms your title. Because again, you put something out so controlled, right? Anyway, so there's the demo, and we have some screenshots here.
All they need is add some power-ups, turn it into Mario Kart, and it'll be the most amazing game ever. I would,
what if someone took something like a BeamNG or even a Assetto Corsa Rally, but what if someone took something that was a lot more on the sim side of the Simcade scale, but then did add
Right.
some power ups, but called it more futuristic instead of like instead of going Mario Kart,
Right.
give it more of a futuristic. Like remember when Formula E tried
had-
this for a bit?
You had Carmageddon. If you remember those
Carmageddon.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a futuristic title. It had like damage. It had actually, for the first time, it had a really good damage model. It had the power ups and all that stuff in it.
Formula E, do they still do that?
Yeah, they do the fan vote, and then they do the power up sections, but you can only use it so many times a race. I think
Right.
like twice a race. Yeah.
See, what they need is a digital track so that they can move the power ups.
Mm-hmm.
So like you don't know in advance where they are.
Oh yeah.
So you know, because again, let's create a lot of drama in racing because racing has no drama.
Right.
Anyway, okay, so iRacing.
Like, have you ever heard of battle carts?
battle carts? Is that where it's like virtual driving go karts?
No. So you're in real life go-karts, but then they got these projectors on the ceiling that project down.
Okay.
So it projects the track, but it also has, as you're driving around the track, so it's got the go-kart has sensors and stuff in it. So if you go off the track, you'll start slowing down, kind of like how you would
Right.
in real life. But then it's got power-ups, like kind of like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And so if you drive over the power-up, you get a missile in your car, and you can shoot it, and then you will see the projector will like project that missile on the
Yes.
ground until it hits your buddy, and then he gets like a speed penalty. He slows down and everything.
Yes.
You could play like Snake and stuff like that.
I love it. But yeah, that's
it is
great.
awesome,
So you
man. I
just
love
have a
it.
giant open room and you can change the
Yep.
track every day, every hour if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah.
Every race.
Yeah.
All right. I love it.
It's super awesome.
Yeah, I want to go do that. Le Mans Ultimate, they have their team test. Have you noticed any? We'll see what happens with iRacing because iRacing is going to be off of their endurance schedule until January, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, Le Mans Ultimate doing a team test. So they're doing the 8-hour Bahrain this weekend. And I noticed there's
Okay.
always they're always on the same weekend as iRacing events.
Doing a
it
system.
seems. like trying to counter program. I wouldn't necessarily do that. I mean, there's a reason I'm just here at the Simpit, and it's not like Motorsport Games is like, hey, we've been thinking of swapping you out for Stephen Hood. You know, he's been doing great, but we know you have some great ideas there, Cole. Come on down. But yeah, it seems like I wouldn't try to counter program. I would literally, because it's some of the same audience. There's some undecided people. There's some people. Believe me, here's my take on things.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a percentage of iRacers who love iRacing, and at the same time are just sitting there on the fence waiting for the next thing to jump to, and whether that be Le Mans Ultimate or whether that be Project Motor Racing. I'm just saying. Whether it be Rennsport.
Yeah.
You don't know. So anyway, and then on top of that, they just came out with another patch for Le Mans Ultimate. So version 1.1.2, version 1.1 patch 2. And there's a full change log of everything that was updated.
Yeah. Going back to it, I think LMU is doing a misstep here by trying to challenge iRacing special events. Like iRacing has been doing special events now for 10 plus years now. They already built up how great their special events are. I think LMU, you probably need to focus on making sure your stuff's working 100%. Do these events, and then once they become popular, everything's working, then maybe try to challenge iRacing. I think right now it's I'm gonna be honest. I love both sims. If it was my choice, I would still do Suzuka over this.
That's exactly, and that's what they're up against. And all they had to do
Yeah.
is look at the iRacing calendar, which is, you just need one iRacing account to find their calendar.
Yeah.
Go to various videos.
Or just go to their website.
Yeah. So you could have done this at 3 weeks ago, with no conflict. Because again, I think about this whole Simpit endurance team. I think a lot of us would like to dabble. I say us as though I'm still clinging on to being part of the endurance team. They haven't booted me officially, but if I don't get my ass back in the car, they're gonna, permanently forget how to spell my name when they put it on the roof, you know? But yeah, I think a lot of us would like to dabble in one of these, but if it conflicts with, and conflicting can also be prep time. So even if it was last weekend, it's like, well, you can't step on the toes of the practice time for these events either. But we'll see. They have a couple months right now. There's going to be a window after this weekend. In fact, I would probably, that would be almost the way I'd look at it for Le Mans. Take advantage of the fact that iRacing is going on a little 2-month hiatus. It's almost 3 months, by the way, because it's not till the end of January, I think, till we do the Daytona race. So, you know, you could be like really like becoming the sim through the holidays, you know. But that's why I'm here at the Simpit, and Stephen Hood's there running motorsport games. Hey, Stephen, how you doing? I didn't mean any shade at you, by the way. I didn't. You're a very talented guy. You're much better for the job than I. All right, this is going to be quiet to a lot of us, but it's actually kind of a big deal. Gran Turismo 7, the Power Pack. All right, practice, qualifying, finals. Experience the full session race time and tail-to-nose close battles powered by GT Sophie 3.0. All 50 races, including the 24-hour races, come with 500 million credits included. Paid additional DLC Power Pack coming on December 4th. And, wait, there's one other thing that I want. There's one other thing I read in this that is now escaping my brain.
Is that like a souped-up beetle?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, I dig it.
Power button. Hold on. I can't remember what maybe I didn't. There wasn't another detail to it. But anyway, yeah, December 4th. This is coming out. So I think there's one other thing I thought I had on this that I can't remember. It's killing me. Brain fart, I guess. All right. Project Motor Racing, I guess I'm just going to kind of scroll, because they come out on, the 25th, I think? Is that right? So anyway, here they're showing off the Porsche 917, the Lola T70, so we're talking some 70s race cars, bring earplugs, their big hashtag. November's on fire! They're showing some shots of the Cadillac, the North Star LMP2 Cadillac. Showing some Group C cars. Look at that. The renowned Mazda, the Nissan, the Porsche, Mercedes. Okay, well, I mean, no one's going to complain about that. No one's going to complain about that car lineup, that's for sure.
No.
Let's see here. What else? Online mode.
Oh shit! I have to message them. I have to message them back after this.
Did I answer? I answered your question on that, right?
Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah, because they were asking us like what systems we wanted the codes for. So yeah, I gotta get back. Oh yeah,
because I don't own a PS5 yet.
Yeah.
Eventually, soon.
I'm looking forward to Project Motor Racing. I enjoyed it.
I will get a PS5 when Grand Theft Auto comes out. That's what I'm gonna
get.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it seems like that's the writing on the wall. But I heard it's still like a year away, isn't it?
It just got delayed again.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah, I've been wanting a PlayStation 5. I just haven't been able to just like, to really just pull the trigger on it yet. Like
80s IMSA.
Ooh,
that's kind of cool. We've got LMP class. This is like that Audi R8, it was an R8.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it can't be the R8. That's not an R8. But yeah, the OG LMP is kind of what I think of those guys. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Their tagline: no subscriptions, no paywalls, just racing. A self-professed Simcade, I think at this point, right?
I think it falls more in line with the Simcade. Like, it's challenging, but still enough to where like you're not, dying if you make a mistake. Yeah.
So I think from where we sit, here we are in our elitist sim tree houses, right? Looking down on the world, right? And I think there's two ways of looking at a simcade, and a simcade is a very broad spectrum. But like for me, like we were talking about having power-ups and missiles, it's like, well, I feel like if you're like a hardcore sim guy, simcade to you would be like, how can we take racing and make it about fun instead of about like competition, right? So some missiles, some power-ups, that kind of stuff sounds really cool. But the other version is the conversion from casual gamer to hardcore sim racer. You know, the simcade works in both directions, but it's not necessarily the same game is going to work in both cases. But yeah, I mean, like when I think of Project Motor Racing, I'm like, to an elitist sim racer, I don't think it has much place, right? Because what are the like? Okay, there might be a couple cars that they don't get to drive in their favorite hardcore sim. But the environment itself won't be like really what they're looking for. But to like automotive enthusiasts, people who want to experience cars, and it's more about that than hundredths of a second per lap differences. I think it has a huge place. But getting back to my original point, I think that's why like our crowd loved Wreckfest so much. Because it was like, how can we take racing and get a bunch of laughs out of it? And Wreckfest really filled that void as a simcade title.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you got GM in the chat saying it's not going to be a simcade. I don't know. I said I drove it. I think it drove more like a simcade than a sim. That's just me, though.
Did someone say gamer muscle 3 times and I missed it? How did that happen?
I know.
What up, brother? How you doing, James?
GM knows I don't respect him. He knows that. I've told it to his face.
All right, Overtake. They are on top of this story here. I didn't read it. I just checking it out. But price adjustment for Project Motor Racing. So can we get to the meat and potatoes of the story? I got to click to expand. No. As a result,
while you're looking at like, and I don't mean simcade. We don't mean simcade as a bad thing. Like I mean it as a good thing. Like. I drove it. I enjoyed it. Did it feel realistic in a way? Sure, but there's some certain aspects where it felt a bit arcadey. To me, that's perfectly fine.
So anyway, some regions for Project Motor Racing are going to see higher prices. Some are going to see lower prices. Anyway, there's price changes. I don't know. Sim Magic had teased, now we get an idea, so it looks like $90 off on the Alpha series. So with up to $359 off our whole range. I'm not sure what that means. So apparently, but that's the main thing is that Sim Magic sales, Black Friday sales have now gone live. They had a teaser out there before. All right, that is it. Let me try to pull up some racing, Simpit racing. Again, I apologize for not being better prepared for today's show. See how I did that? No more excuses, Ameer.
Right.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh, that's
we
standings.
We were at Snetterton.
Wait, don't do that one. That's the standings. Is that one even gonna work? Shoot, which one is that?
I don't know. I gave you 3 files, I think. Well, 2 files and a link. The link gives you the results, and then the image is the picture. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, hey. Sorry, everyone. I'm a mess. Get a broom. I'm a mess. There we go. All right. Yeah, we were at Snetterton.
Yeah.
I was so a little sidetrack from this. When we did Snetterton, I'm like, man, I hate flat tracks. This is boring. Blah blah. Another James is here. I'll keep it clean.
But say, you got James here. Be careful what you say about British tracks. Just saying.
Another one of those island tracks that isn't so exciting. That was my very PC way. All right, that's the best I can do. And so that's what I was thinking the whole time. And then now, my brain's mush. Where are we this week?
This week we are in Montreal.
Montreal. Is there a single inch of elevation change at Montreal?
Little bit in some parts.
Not really.
A little bit.
I mean,
like
it's flat as
churn,
flat.
Is it churn 3 and 4? Yeah, the first S. Little first chicane. Yeah, there's a little bit of elevation change there.
Yeah, I guess you go
that's about it. Yeah.
Teeny, you go up
I
5
mean, if you
feet
count
in
the
elevation.
sausage curbs, that's elevation change.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Anyway, and yet in my practice that I did, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I'm like, so this whole Shaun, a track needs to have elevation change to be awesome. I'm wrong. I'm dead wrong.
I like Satterton. I've raced there in real life before.
Well, that's why you like it.
Yeah.
If you'd never driven on that track in real life and had some sort of bond to it, what would your opinion be of it?
I still think it's a very technical track.
It
Like
is
you
technical.
still, that's what I like about it. Like, I mean, in real life, I mean, it's mostly a club circuit now, or like a MotoGP, like superbikes track, like GT4s. Open wheelers don't really race there anymore. But I think for the Super Formula Lights, I think it was like a really good track, except for churn. I think it was churn 9 and 10. Where you're going on the straight, you make that slight left-hander, only to make that really tight right-hander. That can catch people out if they're not going the right speed. I mean, I noticed it killed quite a few people.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, so here's what I've learned, though. Again,
Yeah,
going from Snetterton to Montreal, right?
yeah,
It's like, it's about landmarks. It's about trees. Yeah. It's not the track. It's not the ribbon, as coders or game creators would call it, right? It's not the track itself. It's that they have no iconic features to like let your brain remember where you are on the track. So much like Silverstone, there are a couple of corners that you go into and you're like, if you weren't paying attention or you were in a tight battle, you might forget if that was the slower or the faster version of that turn, because they look the same upon entry. Yeah. And so that's my problem with both of those. I just named the other ones, Snetterton and Silverstone. God, just put some other buildings up that look different than the other side of the track. Throw an iconic tree or 3 out there. Put a billboard up. And then I think that Snetterton, honestly, I agree with you. It's a really technical track, which makes it fun. But I need to think less to do the drive. And when I think of tracks that I love, it's like impossible to forget where you are at Laguna. Right. It's impossible to forget where you are at Sonoma. And so, yeah, that's not it. Impossible to forget where you are at Coda. That doesn't mean I like Coda, by the way. Just for the record there. To be fair.
I mean, Coda to me is like, oh, we're racing in Turkey. Oh, wait, we're racing in Korea now. Oh, wait, we're racing.
Oh my God. It's like going to the small world of racetracks. Wow.
It is. It is. It essentially is. Like, first part of the track, that's Red Bull Ring. Then you go through the S's, then you go through other stuff. Like, it's essentially, Red Bull Ring, Turkey, Malaysia, Korea, all these, Turkey, just all these tracks just rolled into one.
They should have, there's so much paint on that stupid track. They should have painted the international colors, like the colors for each region.
Put a little flag on each sector of the track. All right, you're in the Turkish part now. Oh, wait, now you're in the Korean part. Yeah.
All right, so here are the results. You saw the graphical version there. Let's give big congratulations. Joe Antonio winning the race. Johnny Alford finishing in second. And Andrus Slissons finishing in third.
Congrats, guys.
I had
I didn't even survive. I didn't make it to lap. I didn't even make it to lap 2 after being taken out.
I had an okay race. A little slow. Good car control. And then I kept playing the yo-yo because there are guys who are having troubles who would then find themselves behind me. And then inevitably they'd catch and go by. And that was the story of my race. I ended up finishing in sixth place. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was saying I was catching you too. We just ran out of time. I'm like,
I was watching.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, there's no point anymore. Like, I think you were like, I was catching like over, sometimes a second, half a second a lap. Then like by the time we had like 5 minutes left to go, I was like 7 seconds behind. I'm like, yeah, there's no point.
Yeah. At that point, I learned from Tony Morano.
Yeah.
I have this thing where like no matter how far back I am with the guy ahead of me, I keep clawing and clawing and clawing. So while maybe I'm all alone on the track and there's like 10 to go, I end up making an overdriving mistake because I'm still trying to claw back. But at some point you got to look at the laps left, the amount of time you're gaining, and outside of that guy doing something really bad like spinning, you're probably, well, maybe you need to back it down and make sure you just protect the results that you've earned for that day. Yeah. And so now when Tony impressed me doing that kind of behavior, he'd be running maybe second, third, or fourth. It wasn't like protecting a lead, right? And I was like, wow, that guy's really smart. Like excuse me, hold on. I don't have that kind of self-control.
I agree.
So
I'm the same. I mean, for me, it's an ego thing. I can't let Sean Cole beat me, so I have to always try my hardest.
Well, and so like I was trying really hard to catch David Payne, and we are really running pretty similar lap times. He might have even been quicker than me. And I finally realized I'm not going to catch him, and yet I'm making mistakes and trying. And oh, look at that, Ameer seems to be trying to somehow claw his way back into this. No. And so, yeah, I stopped. So, all right, let's go through the finishing results there. We got Joe Antonio, Johnny Alford, Andrus Slissons on the podium, Sam Hinchey in fourth, David Payne in fifth, Sean Cole, Ameer Saad, Kenneth Nickel, Joseph Spacek, Maris Sudnix, Kenneth Estep, Brandon Carl, Gabrielle Tornetta, Robert McNeil, and Ola Sarnquist. So that is our completed drivers. And with that, let's look at our standings. We pulled that up first. Joa leading the way with 198 points and 2 wins on the season. Ameer's in second place with 172 points. And Andrus Slissons in third with 161. Oldest Pudiclus, Johnny Alford rounded out the top 5. And you'd have to look. Oh, look at that. I am tied in points with my nemesis.
Ooh.
Dowling. James Dowling. No, all right.
And I'm assuming you haven't practiced yet at Montreal, have you?
I have turned. So here's the problem I have with each week. I'm in full confession. I probably have like 30 laps of Montreal under my belt. But there are 2 problems with it. Number one, I was stopping after the final corner. Well, actually, the second, the right hand, 180 degree corner.
Right.
I was stopping there, leaving the final chicane left on a lap. Right. I kept stopping there because what I was doing is I was filming. So I would stop there, jump out of the rig, move my camera, and hit go, and then hop back in the rig, and then do another lap. All right, so I wasn't getting really authentic practice. But to make it even worse, most of the time my field of view was a joke, and my rig was often like sitting at like a 45-degree angle to my monitor, which I don't know if you've ever done that. It's really hard to drive if your monitor's not centered and straight.
Oh, yeah.
But, so yeah, all the driving, 30 laps under my belt, but probably not one of them was worthy other than I remember the track. I was reminded of the areas that I've crashed before. So
Wall of Champions.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
got me a couple of times.
so, but I'm looking forward to Sunday's race. I can say that.
Me too.
Yeah, but
Me too. Well, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Cautiously.
I don't know.
Well, that's fair with the last two races you've had.
I know. Well, then too, I mean, Montreal is a great track to hot lap. Like, now when it comes to racing, because it gets really tight in a lot of places, and then the wall's right next to you, it's kind of like almost like a mini Nordschleife in a way with how close the barriers are. So like one little mistake and you're done for the rest of the race. Like it's not like you have a bunch of runoff area.
Right.
So I expect it to be a race of attrition. I mean, one little mistake, you hit that sausage curb, you're going to be launched into the wall that's right in front of you. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I hear you. How many races to go? 2?
We got three. So we have Montreal. What is this? We have Montreal. Then after that, we go to Suzuka, and then the final race is at Long Beach.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, there are a few things that I'm working on here in the studio, just so you all know. I think we can tell people.
Sure.
Me and Ameer are both working on the PXN V4 combo.
VD4?
VD4
Yep.
combo. I just did the V10 Ultra, not VD. This is the VD4. Their naming is very, very... They should hire me. I don't know the name of theirs, but they should hire me to create names, better names. Look at this on my seat. Can you see this image I have up here?
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah. I've used it before. Yeah.
That there is the Simpit Haptics MTCP haptic feedback system. I don't know if you guys remember a while ago, I've done, two variations, the HF8 and the HF8 Pro pad. What? You told me shh.
Nothing.
What?
I'm not doing anything.
What? You told me shh.
Not you.
No?
I'm telling the audience.
The audience? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What are they saying? Callum? Is that the one? Which one?
Oh no, I'm not saying anything. Just keep on going, keep talking.
You're killing me.
You're talking about the haptic pad.
Haptic pad. So anyway, the HF8 and HF8 Pro by Next Level Racing, which are really cool, and they're very affordable, $299. But it's like this pad. Like you gotta call it like it is, right? It's awesome and it's a great experience, but it's this big fat pad. And the original was kind of vinyl, and that really sucked. The new one was aero mesh, which was better. But it was like you're still sitting 2 inches higher in your seat. Like it's a booster seat, so you'd think I'd love it, right? But no. Anyway, this is a different concept. Now, it only works with racing seats. And my seat here, the ES2, isn't even on their compatibility list. So we just kind of took a chance. And I actually custom made the top little insert pad, by the way. You can see there's a pad missing because it didn't want to fit. So I literally cut down their pad. This is the pad that it came with that was originally like this long. And I cut it down so that it would fit in that spot perfectly. But yeah, you can see it doesn't fit perfectly down at the sides. There's a little gap on the left and right. But unlike that, the next level version, this is actually in my shell. I mean, it's like Velcroed in. They don't move around. And it's very high-end shakers. And there are 14 of them inside of it. Like 4 giant ones and then 10 littler ones. Littler ones give you that fast frequency, high frequency.
Yep.
And the big ones give you the low frequency. So it's like this really interesting balance that... now, the downside, that's an $800 modification to my racing chair.
Yeah.
So it's not for everybody, that's for sure, just pricing alone. So that's something I'm working on as well. So we got the PXN V4, VD4 combo, We've got the haptic, the Simpit haptics, MTCP seat. I might be able to do so. Today. I still want to get back on the air. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to see. I don't know if I can race and stream from this machine. I can't run NASCAR or rally from over there yet. So I gotta wait, or I gotta change out components. But the whole idea of the two rigs is I don't want to touch that rig. I want to only upgrade that rig only. So I really don't want to pull my wheel. That's the wheel I'm racing on right now. Now someday I might change it out, but right now that's the wheel I'm racing on. Those are the pedals I'm racing on. I don't want to change it out. I don't know if this machine can stream and race at the same time. That's not its intended purpose. So I'm going to play around and see, maybe do a test stream. I have something coming today. I already said it earlier in the show. I want to do a live unboxing for the Patreon group. I think here's what I'm going to start doing. On products that aren't embargoed, I want to do a live unboxing, but I don't even want to make it that formal. Like, I need to film the unboxing with my camera. But, like, I want to just make it, like, kind of hanging out with the crew, you know? It's, like, cool. So if I'm going to unbox, well, we might do more than just the unboxing. We might just BS. I don't know. It's hanging out. So that's something I'd like to do. And then if it comes out great or it's entertaining, maybe release it for the general public later.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've been waiting for this for a long time. But I've got the Husingveld mag shifter and handbrake that have been stuck in customs, and I could go on a whole UPS rant, by the way. Do you guys want more rant? One more rant? We're almost done. I love UPS. They've been very good to me over the years. They've really made me mad this month. 2 weeks ago, I got a delivery notification. Your package will be on your doorstep between 10:30 and 12:30 Friday. Well, no package.
Yeah.
Friday at 8 o'clock at night, I get another email from UPS. We're sorry, your package has been delayed. You can expect it tomorrow between 10:30 and 12:30. Saturday. Saturday came and went. No package from UPS. No more notifications from UPS. And then I go to their tracking thing, and it shows that it's, like, stuck in Louisville. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So then I call them, and they're like, oh, it's stuck in customs. I'm like, then why are you telling me it's going to be on my doorstep, you moron? Like, that's your job. That's your one job. This is like making a sim without controller support. This is your job, right? Anyway, 2 weeks later, it's supposed to be here today. Driver 69, I'm sure a lot of systems like that have been affected. You know,
I was about to say, I'm dealing with the same thing here in Germany. I've been waiting. Same thing. I'm going through the same thing here in Germany too. So yeah, I totally feel you, Sean.
There was one other incident that happened to have happened at that particular airport, by the way, that probably slowed things down a little bit as well. The other thing is, I do know that UPS uses a ton of MD-11s, aka the DC-10s, and they have grounded the MD-11 in North America, I believe, following the horrific event that happened at Louisville, Kentucky. So, yeah, understood. Hold on. I want to be very clear about my complaint here. My complaint is not the time. It's getting here today. That's reasonable. My complaint is not the time. My complaint is the notifications. They sent me notice saying it'll be on your door. If they hadn't sent me that, I might have just inquired, and I would have gone to tracking and would have seen that it was in Louisville and been like, cool, it's getting closer. It's coming from all the way overseas, so cool. No, it's that they sent me 2 notifications. And I thought, if I was the kind of guy who, like, had a real job and was super excited about my new sim racing components, I might take the day off. I might take a long lunch to make sure I'm there for the delivery, right? I'm not going to let it get swiped from my doorstep. I'm not going to let them turn around because they couldn't sign for it. I'm going to be there. So it could have cost someone money because UPS, it's like, cool. I didn't ask for the notification. That was their choice. So that's why it's rant worthy for me. It's not that they are taking forever. Anyway, it's going to be here today, I believe. And, our rally season's over. But we're going to do a rally fun run coming up for with WRC.
There you go.
And as soon as
EA Rally.
Well, as soon as as soon as they get but they don't support that handbrake right now. So we have a few things. Today is the day, everybody. We need a few things to come full circle to come together. So it's been a rough few days. New computer blues, not having set up for the stream, not having games working with our components, having to cancel a few live streams that we had planned, but it's all going to come full circle.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be okay. And we're going to get to do all these things. We're going to get to see all these things. And yeah, anyway. AI will make the tracking better. Yeah, right.
There you go.
I dealt with their stupid AI. That was part of the frustration, actually.
Don't feel bad, man. It's the same thing. I got a shipping notification on, what was it, on Monday? Oh, it's saying your package will be delivered on Tuesday. I'm like, okay. I wasn't expecting something this week. Like, there are some things I'm expecting to come in, but I was like, I'm not expecting anything. And it gave me like this weird company name I've never even heard of before. I was like, this is weird. And so then I go and Google the company, and but they're like, it's like got a very generic term for what the stuff that they do. Like, they deal with electronics, textile, blah 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 blah, all this sort of stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is, but okay. And then I go to tracking, and it says, okay, label created. All right, cool. I mean, it's coming from Cologne, which is like maybe 2 hours away from me. So yeah, it makes sense. We'll be here tomorrow. It's Tuesday. I go and look again. It says, now we are still waiting on the package pickup to give you a delivery date. Well, just what the hell? Like, just yesterday you gave me saying it's going to be here today. And go and look today, and it still says label created.
Yeah. I had an Amazon.
And that's UPS too.
Yeah,
that's UPS too.
So I had an Amazon one. I pay for Prime like everybody else on planet Earth who needs things. And
right.
And you're supposed to, originally it was 1 day, next day delivery, right? Then that kind of casually became 2 days for a lot of things, and it was like, that's cool. Now, here's what's killing me out. They tell you the date, and again, you're a logistics company, right? Like, that's your number one job is logistics, secondary warehousing and sales. And I'm just like, so, like, when your site knows my zip code, knows your inventory, knows your logistical way, and tells me that I can have it tomorrow when I pay the money, I'm like, okay, cool, we have an arrangement, we have a deal. And now Amazon, like, all the time now, it's like it tells me a date, and then, like, right after I order it, and that's what makes me mad. Like, an hour after I've ordered the item, they already are telling me, oh, no, we're going to be a day late. And it's like, come on. Like your system needs to tell you that 1 hour earlier when I'm ordering it, not after you've taken my money. And then the other one, but I had 3 items, and this is my stick it to Amazon policy, by the way, from now on. I ordered 3 items, completely unrelated. It was like a shower curtain, a 6-pack of socks, and a tripod, right? Like, not like just different departments of things on Earth. And I ordered them together, and then I immediately got a notification saying that my items were all going to be delayed. And then they didn't show up. And then I'm like, what the hell, Amazon? And then I go to contact them to say, where's my stuff? Or no, I got a thing saying you're going to be delayed until, like, it was like a full week, right? All this stuff is supposed to be here the next day. And on one case, I was ordering it was actually a powered USB hub, and I needed it for the Husingveld brake, which didn't show up, ironically. Anyway, and I actually ordered the more expensive, larger one than I needed because it was going to be next day arrival, and I was so excited for this handbrake. So
Right.
anyway, now it's delayed a whole week. So I go to their website to try to be like, WTF,
Right.
and their AI will not let me speak to a human. It's like, you need to wait until your delivery date of the 12th in order to complain or refund or anything. And I'm like, but you guys are screw. I want to complain about the fact that you screw up and you suck so bad. And it's not going to be here until next week. Anyway, I wasn't able to do anything, and I was just getting more and more frustrated. But here's the funny part. It ended up showing up on time. So their whole, like, oh, it's going to be here next week was, like, wrong. And they got me all riled up and wasting time yelling at their AI, because I love fighting AI. And that's the new screaming at clouds old man thing. Is going to be a bunch of 50-plus dudes who love arguing with AI. And I already fall into that category. You should hear the things I say to ChatGPT. It screws up, and I just berate that horrible thing so badly.
Right.
Anyway, I did yell at the UPS lady because I was trying to get to the bottom of what was going on, and she had misinformation as well, because she was like, well, it's cleared customs, but I don't know. I had to call like 3 lines to get their international support, right? And then she gives me the same information that's sitting there on my telephone, right? It's in Louisville. Yeah, duh. I've already been, you guys, and so I started going off, and then I had to stop myself, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry. I know you get paid poorly and yelled at all day. It's not your fault. You just work for this evil billion-trillion-dollar evil empire frigging company that is angering me to no end, and I need to vent as my therapy. So you, unfortunately, for your minimum wage, I don't mean minimum wage, minimum wages for what you do, have to be yelled at by some horrible 50-plus-year-old man such as myself. So, don't worry, Shaun. AI will release everything you say to it soon enough. I'm so afraid of that. And I delete a lot of the things, the conversations. I'm like, yeah, delete my ass. It's on their server still, I bet. And it's like, how to, and these evil things I've plotted. And I'm sure they're all stored and sent to the FBI.
Because this is what you don't know. So, like, right now, AI is capturing all of our information, building a database, and it's categorizing us. Did you ever watch the movie, the Marvel movie, Captain America? Was it the Winter Soldier? Was it
yeah. With the
where the helicarrier and Hydra takes over,
and it knew who to kill.
Like, they've already have a profile, and everybody's like, all right, these are the people we've got to kill. When Skynet takes over, it's like, oh, here are the people that we need to get rid of because they might cause us problems. Same thing, you're gonna have a couple of helicarriers up in the air, just zap, zap, zap.
Oh, we're all gonna be in big trouble. It's all right. Hey, the nice thing about being the 50-plus-year-old guy talking about this is all be gone before their, or their little targeting system will be like, you know what?
All right.
Time's gonna get that dude. We don't need to waste ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, it lied. They will lie. Here's the other thing. I'm sick of ChatGPT. I'm as much as I'm sick, I am this close to paying for the full version. I am really close to paying for the full version, and at the same time, I absolutely hate it. I'm tired of it kissing my ass. It's like. Would you? I don't need a yes man out of my AI. Like, I actually need you to toughen up, and be a little bit more critical and stern. And no matter how much I try to program it to do that, with the you can put in background information that leadership supposedly. But no matter how much I do that, I can't. And I'm not asking it to cuss at me or swear or berate me. I'm just saying, stop being so agreeable with everything I do. If I ask you, like, I want honesty out of you, not trying to make me happy. And it's like I don't know about the other ones, like Deep Six or Deep State or whatever they call it. And I haven't used Gemini much, but I just know for ChatGPT, no matter what, man, it's like a therapist who just wants to make you feel good. Like, oh, you're doing great. You could be a little better here, here, and here. It's like, would you just say you suck and fix this, and that? I'm cool. I can take it. All right. Anything else? I've rambled. I'm done. I'm out of rants. I got to get to work. I got to clean up. I got to get some boxes ready to go out the door. I got to get some boxes coming in the door. I got to figure out how to go live with unboxings and some of this Sims that I can't play yet. So I'm tapped out. How about you, Ameer?
Yeah, I've got to finish editing my interview. Hopefully I can have that out next week. Then jump into some more PXN wheel. I think we still need to get together and chat at some point, figure out how we're gonna work this.
Yes.
And then get ready for the road race. I put in a lot of practice yesterday. I've got to claw my way back and try to hopefully beat Joa, even though like he's been killing it this year. I don't know if I can get up to his level yet, but yeah, we'll see, man.
I've had a setup guru for the second half of the season helping me out.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, but I've been very private about it.
His name starts with a J and ends with an A.
Yeah, well, he apparently outed himself here. So I don't know. You might not be in trouble. It looks like because I might not have a setup. I'm a bad man. You're a very bad man,
you know
Shaun.
what he does, right?
What?
You do know what he does, right? He makes a setup for himself, and then he makes one for you.
No.
I'm just saying.
He is well, you know what? If he's doing, you know what he's doing? He's like, Shaun's not driving so good lately. So I'm going to give him my setup completely detuned so that he can handle it.
Pretty much. He's giving you the safe setup.
Yeah.
The Joa safe setup.
Well, it's still way better than default. All right, Habit. Andrus, yes, you are right. That is how I want I would like everyone to be rougher and tougher with me. That's fair. I am looking for people to be critical of videos, critical of opinions. I can take it. I do not feel that I'm right or correct about everything I say. I don't. I like to hear other people's thoughts. You heard it earlier when we were talking about early access, for example. Me and Ameer have completely different takes. I love hearing other people's opinions, and it's even more fun when they don't agree with my own. I like it rough. I did not say that, but I'm not saying I didn't say that either. So, all right. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy it. Have fun. And we'll see you guys again next Friday.
Patron members, be sure to check the patron member chat section on our Discord, because if I do go live with an unboxing hangout tonight, I'll post it in there. If there are a bunch of Euros who are disappointed it might be tonight, let yourselves be heard in there, so maybe I'll reschedule it for tomorrow morning instead. I'm open. See, that's part of that being rough. Let me know your opinion. Don't
forget about the European people, man. Come on, bro.
Exactly.
Don't forget about them.
Also,
they're very fine people.
Check in, because I might be doing some live testing of AC Rally, might be doing some NASCAR 25 even. Be sure to tune in for the Simpit Endurance Racing Team taking on Suzuka. Sam is going to post a link if he goes live in the main channel on the Discord, so check that out as well. And we will be back Sunday for sure for Montreal, and what should be a very exciting race. I like road circuits that are like, kind of like it, that has like sort of a Long Beach vibe with the barriers, even though it's a permanent facility. But I like that vibe of being on the edge where you're like right up against the wall. I love the Wall of Champions. I just think it's classic that you'd have something like iconically known for taking out drivers. And what's great about it to me is that final it's not a tough chicane by any means. It's just a tough chicane if you're trying to make up a half a second on the guy ahead of you.
You try to get a little greedy on the curbs.
Yep.
It will kill you.
You jump that second one and good night. So anyway, Sunday should be fun, should be exciting. I'll be streaming my race from the big rig over there. And I'm not going to tell you what's going on, but I got notification. I know Ameer did too. there are going to be some more changes here. That rig is about to get an upgrade, a substantial upgrade. And that means that even this rig is going to end up getting another... Like, this rig over here just got a new computer, which means this rig just got a new computer, and it's oh so happy, or getting happier by the minute. And now this one's going to get a substantial upgrade that is going to then let this one get an upgrade. And I don't know how I'm going to walk around. It's going to be very tight in here when all's done. But I'm very excited. I'll have to figure out. It's going to be like, yeah, I'm trying to do a review, but all this crap's in my way. It's okay. It's okay. It's all cool sim gear. We're good. So, all right, everyone, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you for hanging out with us. I am sorry for not being better prepared for today's show. I do normally put in a lot of time to get everything ready. I did put in a lot of time today getting ready. It just wasn't in the right areas, but I will make sure we get everything cleaned up for next week, so it'll be a more normal show, but it was still fun. I had a good time.
Oh,
Hope
yeah.
all of you did.
Still awesome.
Yeah. Get out there, do some sim racing, have a great weekend, and that's going to do it for today. I'm Sean Cole. That is Ameer Assad. And we will see you on the track. Bye-bye, everybody.
Later, guys.